Alright, I'm back at it. I'm out here to, teach the word as usual, you know what I'm saying? Touch on some topics, concerning the scriptures that brothers is erring on, A lot of misunderstandings on what's going to take place when we establish the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out here on the highways and byways to deliver this word, man, you know what I'm saying? And truth. I'm gonna get John. John 14 and let me see, this is John 14 and 15. It says, if you love me, keep my commandments. Alright, which one of the commandments that the Lord, commanded us to do? Is to come out here on the highways and byways, to bid them to the marriage, right? Let me get Matthew chapter 22. Matthew 22 and 9, it says, go you therefore into the highways, and as many as you shall find, bid to the marriage. Alright, so that's what I'm out here doing. I'm on the highways and byways, bidding you out to the marriage, man. What's the marriage? The marriage is when the Lord returns and gathers his elect to prepare before the Heavenly Father, man. We're going to be the bride of the Heavenly Father, you know what I mean? This is proof of that. This is Jeremiah, 16th chapter. Matter of fact, it's Jeremiah 6. This is Jeremiah 6, and let me see. Verse 2, it says, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Alright, so in the eyes of the Lord, the whole nation of Israel, which is who the Lord's chosen people, the Lord looks at us as his woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 14. It says, turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family and bring you to Zion. All right, so the nation of Israel, which the chosen people, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, were married unto the Heavenly Father. So that's why when we go off and we start following other religions and philosophy and so on and so forth, the Lord looks at it as a spiritual adultery or idolatry. It's good, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm out here, to guide y'all to the right direction according to the scriptures, you know what I mean? The Holy Bible. I'm not doing what the churches is doing. I'm not out here for money. I'm not out here, teaching lies or anything. I'm teaching the Bible in spirit and in truth. Alright? So, I'm going to touch on the subject. I'm going to go to Revelation 21. This is Revelation 21. You got a lot of people out there, they teach about the Gentiles, and they try to tell you the Gentiles are Israelites and that the other nations ain't gonna receive, salvation or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's false according to the Bible, you know what I mean? So this is Revelation 21. Matter of fact, let me read this real fast. Revelation 21 and 7. It says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Alright, so he that overcome, he that endured to the end and overcome all the wickedness is going on in this world around us, you know what I'm saying? And still stand strong and boldly in the face of adversity, you know what I mean? So let me read that again. This is verse 8. It says, but the fearful and unbelieving, what's the sign that you don't believe? You're not out here teaching the word, or you see people out here, you know what I mean? You see people out here and you don't and you get scared, you don't want to teach the word no more. I mean, that's unbelieving. So let me read that again, verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. All right, so you're gonna be burnt, man. You're gonna be devoured. I mean, in the Lord's anger. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's why brothers supposed to be out here, teaching this word in spirit and in truth, regardless of what's going on around you, man. I mean, verse 9, it says, and there came unto me one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues, and taught me, saying, come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. All right. So, what I mean, who's the bride? I just went into who the bride is. The children of Israel. You know what I'm saying, we're married unto the Lord. You know what I mean. Verse 10, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. All right, the holy Jerusalem, Israel. You know what I'm saying, who the Lord's gonna deliver, the 144,000. But who's also going to be joined unto the 144,000? You're going to have other nations. I mean, known as the Gentiles or the heathen, according to the Bible. All right? Let me prove that real fast. This is Isaiah 14:1. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. All right? So, yeah, the Lord's gonna have mercy on the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's who the Lord, I mean, that's the Lord's chosen people. I mean, that's why the scriptures say, boast not against the natural branches. All right? So the Lord's going to have mercy on Israel and set them in their land. All right? Because why? We in captivity. We not in our land. And it says, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them. The stranger, who's the strangers? The other nations, the heathen, the Gentiles. All right? And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. They're going to cleave unto us. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to come to us and learn our ways. You know what I'm saying? Learn the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. You know what I mean? And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. So they're going to bring us to our place. All right? They're going to be the ones to, bring us to our place. All right? Why? Because they're going to be our servants and handmaids. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were. All right? So we were captives under the other nations. All right? So that's why the other nations are going to have to serve us. That's why the scriptures say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, all right? Matter of fact, let me get that real fast. This is Revelation 13:9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, all right? So who led us into captivity? All the other nations that had their part and put their hands on the children of Israel, the Lord's chosen people. All right? Read that again. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right? So let me go back to Isaiah 14. And I'm going to start at 2 again. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. All right, so in our land, in the land of Israel, whatever, we're going to have the other nations as handmaids and servants, according to Isaiah 14, I mean. So, this is verse 3. It says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage where thou was made to serve. Who's that talking about? It's talking about us, man. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. I'm saying? Because we serve hard bondage in this place called America, and not just America, but Rome, Egypt, Babylon, Persia, Mede or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The Greeks, you know what I mean? Verse 4, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, all right, that's going into something else, because, brothers will read that, and I think that's talking about modern day Babylon or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's not. This Babylon that it's speaking of is ancient Babylon, all right? Which was a city in modern day Iraq. You know what I mean? Put my garment on, Put that on real fast. I'm saying I don't feel right without it. I feel better. Get back, man. So yeah, man. Where's I at? So let me go back to Revelation, the 21st chapter. You know what I mean? Revelation 21. And let me see. Revelation 21 and 24. It says, "And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it." All right. So the nations of them that are saved, what's that? The other nations, so-called white man, so-called Chinese, Arab, East Indian, and all the other nations that's going to serve us in the kingdom of heaven or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come and they're going to bring the glory into the city, man. All right, Holy Jerusalem. What's the proof of that? I'm going to get Isaiah 60. I mean.